Okay. This is
Can we expand this screen?
yes, I'm going to. This is the Prolis first screen. When you click this icon on the desktop, this screen appears, and without anybody logged in, system does not show the functionality of any menu.
Okay, that's good.
So this is a security feature.
Very nice.
So when we log in, let me log in. One second. Let me make sure that I'm. Okay. When you log in, Prolis makes the functionality available to the user. The username comes on the bottom of the screen with the computer name, and as you see, functionality is available to you, to the user, whoever is logged in. Let's start with the accessioning, because the accessioning is the part which in which it is decided which kind of specimen it is and what to do with the specimen. So this is the backbone of the whole operation of the specimen. So we provide you one screen for adding a new accession or editing any existing accession, and the distinction between two mode is with this under this button. When you right now it is in the new mode. When you click the button, it becomes into edit mode. So for adding a new accession into the system, you have to be like under this new mode. And when it is a new mode, the accession ID is assigned automatically. And these are the data indicators, data required for the successful accession, requisition data, specimen data, client, patient, orders, reports, and billing.
Okay.
So these indicators, they tell you which data Prolis has it and which data Prolis needs to record the accession successfully. So here the green color means the Prolis has the data already. The peach color means you need to enter the data. So as you keep progress with the accession, the color will keep changing according to the data input. How you enter the data is these tabs. You use these tabs to enter the data. The first tab is a specimen. Like the next peach tab is the specimen tab. So we will use specimen tab to enter the specimen information. How you enter the specimen information is selecting the source first. In this case, it is the SST. And with the entering the SST into the system, you please make a note of it, the quantity of the tube, the date drawn, the time drawn.
What is SST here?
Serum separator tube.
Anik, what is that? Can you pull down that menu? Let me see, pull down menu. I want to see. You click on the arrow. Okay, so these are just your tube description and all that. Okay.
The tube description, different specimen containers and all that stuff. And you could make these sources yourself, okay?
Sure.
So first we selected the SST, and let me add this into the grid. When we added the first specimen content into the grid, you saw that specimen section became green. So this is the minimum one entry is required here. So you could, if you have a more contents of the specimen, you could keep adding like this. Choose the content first. Next, I can choose lavenders per se, and add to the list, and this list goes on. In your case, because you mainly do the toxicology, let me add one, but I will add later. So let's move to the next tab, which is a client, and here you inform the system that where you got the specimen from. I mean, this portion represents the group practice clinician information, and if you know the ID of the doctor, you could enter it right here. If not, then you could use a lookup. Let me look up a doctor with starting with any name, ZZ, for example, and it will present me all the doctors whose last names start with ZZ. So I could check this, for example, this guy, ZZ Bini Mario. If it is a group practice or a hospital or a nursing home or a dialysis center, then this portion is going to display the name and the address of the hospital, and this portion is going to display the individual doctors working within this entity.
Okay, so how do we set that up?
This is set up in the client management area.
Okay.
Okay. All the doctors are created first, individual doctors, and they are associated with the entities like this.
So there's a separate feature for creation of organization and then the individual doctors.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, good.
The next section, this client has become green. So next section is the patient. We will go to the patient tab, and the same thing. The patient tab, we have designed it a little differently according to the workflow of a typical laboratory. So here you started with the entering last name. I will enter my name, just for example, Chaudhry. And as you press the enter key, if this patient exists, system will show you. Okay, system is showing me 3 patients with the same name. You select the correct one with the help of date of birth and gender and the possibly address. So let me select this one, accept it. System will display all the information for this patient to me. And this patient will become green when we move to the next tab. At this screen, if doctor has sent you some diagnosis code, you could enter them right here. And there is a smart functionality embedded in this coding screen. If you enter a wrong code, system is going to correct it for you. For example.
Okay, let's click the lookup button and see. I want to see what sort of codes you have there.
This is just a lookup screen. And we have made it, we have gone even a couple of steps further. If you enter a wrong code, like for example this one, system will take you there and it will show you this is a non-complete code 401. So the associated codes are this one, you know. You could pick up any one of this, it will work. Okay. But right from the scratch, if you enter the correct code right from the start, 250.00, if the code is correct, it won't say anything, it would just accept it. Okay. If you have medications, because sometimes you expect the specimen from sleep center or rehab center, and they provide the medications to the patient being treated. In that case, you could enter the medications right here. Right now, I will leave it blank to show you the feature when you have a medication and when you don't have a medication. The system will behave differently. Okay, so let's go to the next one. It's a orders tab. When you go to the orders tab, patient, it becomes green also because it has the data. Orders are the test orders the provider has placed with you, and you could enter them just like we enter the other information. If you know the code, you could enter them right here. For example, 107 is for CBC. If you don't have the code, you could see lookup like CMP, and you display it, and you could press it, comprehensive metabolic panel, system will accept it. If you try to order a test like urinalysis, system will pull it for you. If you try to enter it, it's not going to let you take it because specimen source does not support it. There's no urine here. So you cannot order urinalysis if you don't have a urine in it. So it integrates the orders being entered with the specimen sources behind it.
Good feature.
Same way, if you try to enter pregnancy, and it's a serum pregnancy, you do have a serum in the sample contents. If you try to order pregnancy, system is not going to let you order it because the pregnancy test has been configured for female between for a certain age group. And look at the patient, it's a male born in 1961. Even if you make it female, still you won't be able to order pregnancy because of the age. The patient is too old to be pregnant. So all these filters are programmable by you guys. We don't control that. Okay?
When you set it up, for example, a list system here, you would enter all those features for a particular lab?
No. We won't enter any of like this feature. We will teach you how to do it. You will do it yourself.
Okay. All right.
So for your stuff, toxicology, I would like to order some drugs of abuse to show you the feature. It's not going to take it because there is no urine specimen. So let's add urine here. When it has the urine in the specimen contents, it will take the drugs of abuse. No problem. Okay. So we have built-in features for phlebotomy charges, house calls, and entity calls here. All you have to do is just simply select this one. House call will be added automatically. If you want to remove it, just remove this. It will be removed. Okay. So you guys don't have to look for the code. You don't have to do anything in particular. Your accessioner can easily add these charges on every accession if they are applicable. Okay.
Is the billing part inbuilt in this then?
Yes. It has a built-in billing. Okay. Right after this, entering the orders, did you notice that other reports and billing sections all also green without even going there? We did not go to reporting. This is done to save accessioners a good amount of time. When we selected the client, system knew that this client who has submitted you the specimen, they are going to ask for the report also. So system made this entry by default, taking these instructions automatically from the provider profile. This doctor wants a complete report only, but this guy has not been configured for fax, it has not been configured for interface, it has not been configured for Prolis, not been configured for print. So system made a default entry for complete report only. Whatever the user will do, it will be done on a complete report only. That is the only instruction in the provider profile.
So we will select if for a particular position we'll have to fax it or email it or whatever.
Yes, when you set up the provider in Prolis, you set up the instructions, how the doctor wants the report. So this is the automatic entry. System makes these entries automatically according to the instructions set by you in provider profile. We have an email report feature also, okay? Fax, interface, Prolis, print, these are the automatic features.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And for the billing section, excuse me, we offer you three kind of billing: client billing, third-party billing, and patient billing. So the out of three type of billings, client billing is the default billing. So system uses the default billing type and it makes the accession ready for your accessioner to be saved. See, save button is available now. So in effort to try to minimize the input time, we have made a good usage of default values. So your accessioner don't have to spend too much time for accessioning. So literally, when any expert user, he does the accessioning, it takes literally from 20 to 25 seconds per accession.
Very good.
It's a very good output, okay?
It's a good feature, yeah.
Yeah. So when you have the save button available, you simply click the save button and the accession will be saved. Before we click the save button, I want to show you what system will do. If your computer is attached with a label printer, it will print 3 labels for you according to the quantities of the specimen content. 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
If computer,
we can change that.
You can change that. Yes. If you want additional labels, you could change, by all means you could change it.
Sure.
But if your computer is not attached to the label printer, it will simply, when you click save, it will simply display you, after saving the document, after saving the accession record, it will simply display you a message box saying that this has been saved under this accession, okay? So this is the accession it assigned and it's saved under this accession. When you click OK, system will make the screen ready for the next accession. So see, this number has been changed to 6. So now you could save the next accession and so on and so forth. You keep doing like this until you're done with accessioning.
Okay. All right.
Any question about accessioning?
Oh, I think this looks good. I think you've done good homework on it.
All right. Very good. Okay. When you are done with the accessioning, we provide you some other routines for printing additional labels. And this is a print accession log, and this is accession dashboard. We provide you this. This is the accession we just did. And if you have a 500 accession, 1,000 accession, 10,000 accession in one day from this date to this date, this accession dashboard is going to display everything for you. You could print the list. If you want to see the detail of any particular accession, just click it. System is going to show you the detail like this.
Very good. Very good.
Okay?
Yeah, good. I think some of the programs have no feature like this.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Bill.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the accessioning dashboard, and then we provide you, under accession menu, we provide you future orders, like standing orders, scheduling for the patient, for your house calls and all those kind of stuff under these three buttons. Okay. Then we provide you sendouts. Sendout mean not every lab does the test in house, every test in house. So sometimes you have to refer out to the reference lab.
Yeah, right.
We provide you this routine, automatic routine, and system automatically picks up those tests which you don't do in house, and it display right here, and you double click it and save it. System will print the send out label and the manifest for you. That's all.
So rather than having it in the pending list, you have a send out list. Good.
We have a pending list also.
Okay. Yeah. No, but this is good. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a send out list. Actually, it is not just a simple send out list. It's a send out mechanism. Oh. When you manually create a send out, make a send out, it takes you from 20 minutes to half an hour per send out. In this way, it takes you only 20 seconds to create a send out.
Show me.
Yep, from 20 minutes to 20 seconds.
Show me how it's done.
It will show you, I would have to enter some test, which is a send out test. Because if there is no send out test,
let's put a pap smear.
Let me put a pap smear. If you do it in house, then it won't show it either. Let me add some test, which is a send out test, okay?
Okay.
Let me pull that accession, the same accession again. Today is what, 27? 5. Okay, this is the accession we just entered. Okay, let me add. Where is royal blue? Right here. And I will just add
HIV. Let's say.
Huh?
Let's say HIV.
Actually, I don't know the data, how the data is set up, because you set it up, the test, if it is done in house or not. But the test I know, which is definitely set it up.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I got it. Yes.
Yeah. aluminum.
Okay.
Okay. Aluminum whole
Could be
blood.
any test. Okay.
It could be any test. You could set it up any test for the send out. Okay.
Sure. I got it. Yeah.
Let's save it. And after you save this, you will notice that this test should appear in the send out list. This is the accession. You double click it. It will give you this test to be sent out. This is the reference lab ID number already assigned to it. System knows it. What is the reference lab ID, test ID number? It has already created. All you have to do just, if you want to print the label, leave it. If you want to print the manifest, just select this and save it. And let's save it.
I'm going to go 2-3 steps further. I'm sure you will come to that later.
Okay.
Let's say result comes in for this test.
Okay, hold on. You're jumping
I've gone
too
too
ahead.
far, huh?
Yeah, you have gone too far. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's okay.
Let me, because I don't have a printer associated with my computer, so it prints, it makes the PDF, okay? Let me make a PDF and put it on my desktop and show it to you what it creates.
Okay.
It was 150227. There's a 05. S. Okay. And let me show you this file which it created for the lab. Where is that file? I just created. I think this is the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is the send out for Quest Diagnostic.
All right.
It is providing the client billing information. It is providing the diagnosis code. It is providing the aluminum test with their code, not a Prolis code. It's their code, Quest code. And you just simply put this piece of paper into the specimen content and send it to the lab. How long it took us to create it? Seconds, right?
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of time, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So let me pull the Prolis again. And so this was the send out routine, which takes literally no time to be created. So this is a print manifest. If you have a lot of send outs, you could print the manifest all at once too.
Sure.
So after your accessioning is done, the next phase of a typical laboratory workflow is the analysis, like the resulting part.
All right.
In resulting part, we provide you quality control management. We provide you this routine where you get all the results from your analyzers. Under this, like you got here access result and LCMS results. You pull them like this and put a check mark here, release non-panic, and press this button. You're done. All the results will be applied to the patients accordingly.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, if you have a 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 accessions, all you have to do is just press this button and the job will be done. Okay.
So how big the process will be?
I'm sorry?
How big the server you need for all this process?
Yeah, you only need a good server as a database server, or if you want to have a web server, you buy Outreach, then you can have the same server to be used for web server also, or some people they buy a separate machine as a web server. Okay, so this was the automated result entry by when you have interfaces associated in Prolis. Then we provide you this routine for the manual result entry. Then we have some attention requiring result, and when apply the reference lab result through here.
That's the interesting part I want to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how when the laboratory sends you the results, they come up here through interface. This is available only if you have a interface with the reference lab. So these are the results received through the interface. So all you have to do is make sure that check mark is there, and press this process button, and all these results will be applied to the appropriate accessions.
Very good, very good. So it avoids that manual entering of results. Yes.
Yes, it's 100% automation, sir.
Yes, yes.
So it displays you the, say, like this test ID. This indicates in yellow color that Quest sent you this result, but you don't have a proper mapping in Prolis. So the test name is not displayed here. So you need to make sure you map this Quest test code with Prolis test code properly.
Mm-hmm.
Then this result would be applied. I mean, the result is there. See? The result is there, but it's not going to map to any accession in Prolis because there is no mapping. So this is indicated with this yellow color. You might have some other, this is the same case, no mapping. Oh, lot of no mapping. So you have to make sure, because this is my test data. It's not a actual laboratory's data.
Okay, so, I understand, yeah.
Okay. So, excuse me. So this was the resulting, applying the laboratory, reference laboratory results. This is the manual result screen where you result the accession manually without interfaces, okay? 1502.27.005. We entered CBC. These are the CBC results, okay? That's CBCs. You enter the CBC results here. If you go further down, hold on, it's still loading. There are a lot of tests. Okay. These are the CBC results. And then from here onward, these are the chemistry. We entered CMP. So these are all the tests for CMP. And then from here, this is the aluminum. And this is the amphetamine. And opiates and all those kind of drugs of abuse. Okay. So I am going to show you the difference, how Prolis handles different tests set up under different configurations. This is protein, total protein. It's a chemistry test. See, it's displaying the range of it, 6.0 to 8.3. If you compare this with the amphetamine, this is a toxicology test, and it is only displaying the cutoff. It's not displaying the range. You could all set it up according to your requirements. Prolis provides you all the possible options.
Yeah.
Okay. And it will behave differently when you set it up, the test differently. It depends on how you want the system to behave. So let me enter a couple of the results here. For WBC, let me enter 11.5, and it will rate the result according to this range. And if you, let me enter the next one, 5.70. It is a normal. Hemoglobin is 24.8. I'm just entering, it's a high panic. And if you want to enter some note, if you want to see what is the history of the patient is, this is the history button. Click this, system will show you all the hemoglobin entered by in the Prolis for this patient. Okay, this is the history.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to enter some note here for hemoglobin, you could enter the note here, repeated and confirmed, whatever you want to enter it and just save it. System is going to save it for you.
Okay. Eric, let me interject here. I think you sold it to us. This has good features. Let's go to an interface.
Okay. No, actually, I'm sorry. I will go to the interface, but I want to show you something else.
Okay, all right.
Which a lot of other people, they claim, but actually they don't have it. We have a very special feature for toxicology. Since you guys are a toxicology people,
yes.
I would say you should see this feature, okay?
Sure, sure.
Let me enter this 52 and, oh no, 25 is low. Anyway. But there are some calculation also, they are done automatically. For example, I want to show you how the calculation are done, and then we are done.
Creatinine is calculated, things like that,
9. This is the protein, and albumin, I am going to enter 5.70, normal. When you go to a globulin, it should be calculated automatically, like this.
Right.
AG ratio automatically, like this, see? So let's, I want to show you that feature. It is a amphetamine. If you enter it like 2, for example, see what happens.
Okay.
We enter 2, but system changed it to less than 110.
Okay, it considers the cutoff point?
No, cutoff is 1000.
No.
So why did it enter 110?
110 is the lowest standard of amphetamine.
Oh, I see. I see.
Okay?
You mean in our system, or is actually the prescribed?
No, whatever the lowest standard of your system is, you are going to configure it in Prolis, and Prolis is going to behave like that.
I see. I see. So we'll have to get that number in there.
Yes.
Our sensitivity, it basically shows our sensitivity.
It shows your sensitivity, and by law, toxicology should be reported greater than or equal to the lowest standard and less than or equal to the highest standard.
Yes, right.
Okay. The Prolis.
Very good. I think it's a great feature.
Yeah. Okay. The right now it's rated it as negative. Okay. Let me enter 350 here. It did positive.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now
So let's go to the next one and enter 10. Let's see.
how much? 10? Okay. We got 10. It will take 10.
But it didn't change, so it will take 10 because the sensitivity is 10?
It must be 10 or lower even. Let me take it, enter it 0.
Okay, all right. Okay, so it's 1.
That sensitivity,
Sensitivity is 1.
this is 1, yes.
Okay.
It is handled automatically, okay?
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So you'll have to enter all those values in here.
The second portion I want to show you is methadone 350. It is a positive. And these 3-4 results are enough. Let me refresh them. Let's see what happens. What it did, it ordered automatically GC methadone.
Okay.
GC methadone was not there.
Okay, I think we've gone to the different...
What?
Hold on, I think I'm out of... hold on. Okay, go on. Now I'm back.
Okay. The GC methadone was never ordered. It's a confirmatory test for methadone.
Right.
When you order the positive result for methadone, system automatically order the confirmation for it.
Okay, but if we don't have GC then?
If then in that case you will mark this test to be sent out to the reference lab.
I see. Okay.
But
so only if it is required by GC it will go.
If it is required, if you configure the test, it should automatically order, which we call it reflex process. If you set up the reflexing on methadone,
right,
it will do like this. But you see, this opiates is also positive.
This is something new for me. This is something new to learn. Is methadone required to be confirmed by GC?
Every positive toxicology is known to be confirmed with the GC method. But you could set it
not
up.
LCMS, not GC.
You could
except THC or alcohol.
No, 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 no,
I think
no.
alcohol is only required by.
No. This is not what I mean. You could name this test like LCMS methadone. You could name it anything
No,
you
no,
want.
no, that's what I. Okay, good. That's clear. Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah. The purpose is like you entered
Okay, that's
positive value for the opiates also, but since opiate confirmation was not configured to be reflexed, so it didn't reflex anything for opiates. Methadone was configured to be reflexed for confirmation, so it reflects the confirmation method here. That is the difference.
I see. Okay, I think I'm clear now. Now I know what it is.
Very good. Now, after showing you this, I want to show you the other difference which we offer you. I'm going to go back to the accession and pull the accession again and 5. And go to the patient tab and enter some medication here.
Mm-hmm.
Put methadone.
Put oxycodone.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's fine. Put methadone.
Yeah, I'll put methadone
Fine,
here.
no problem.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if I spelled it correctly or not.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good.
Yeah, okay. I save it. Go back to the resulting
Mm-hmm.
and pull the same accession 150227. These things will be unchanged. Only the toxicology is going to. You see, it says negative, positive, negative, positive. If I click it now, like this, it will be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing, it will be inconsistent. Here, it will be inconsistent also. Nothing here. And for methadone, it will be consistent.
Okay, so you just have to highlight that particular analyte.
If it keeps the
Just have to click on that analyte.
if it keeps track of the medication being administered to the patient, and then according to those medications.
I understand.
Yeah.
But the question is, when we opened this window with this report, these were not showing as consistent or inconsistent. You have to click on each analyte to see if it's consistent or not consistent.
Yes, because first the result was saved for as a positive without the medications. Because when you enter the result, then at that point it relates it.
Let's change it to 0. I just want to check something.
Change it to 0 for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. It will do the same thing. But consistent. This time it's not negative, it's consistent.
All right, let's make it positive.
In order for you to make it positive, you have to remove the medications.
I see.
If patient does not have a medication being administered, then it will show negative, positive. If the medication are back there, then it will show consistent, inconsistent.
Okay, let's say I have already entered my. Okay, I understand that. But if I have already entered in my accession, patient's medications.
Yes.
Okay, and then my result comes out to be positive here for amphetamine.
No,
let's make it positive.
If you have it will never come positive unless you remove the medications from the patient.
Why is that?
Because when you are administering the medications to the patient, that means system has to take into consideration the medications. So
No. That should be only relevant to the result, not to the anything else. It should relate to the result. If my result is positive for amphetamine,
No, no. The consistent, inconsistent is not a positive. It is a relevant to the medications and the result also.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So we already entered the name of the medication, right?
Yes.
Now the result from the machine has to determine what the result is. We cannot change that. We would say let's say it comes out to be positive.
Okay.
All right. So that means that the result would be positive here,
The result for this is positive.
irrespective of anything.
No, this
No,
is
for amphetamine.
no. Okay, let me explain you how it works. You have two options here, either to present the interpretation or the flag. Okay. When you have set up the Prolis to display the interpretation, it displays the interpretation here. Without the medication, the interpretation is negative or positive. With the medication behind in the patient.
Right. All right. Let's delete that number. Tariq, let's delete that number.
Which number? This number?
Okay, I think let's go to this. These features are all, I think, very good, Tariq. I really admire this.
Yeah.
But let's go to the interface thing. I think that's where Oz is interested in.
Okay, that's fine.
We can discuss these things. I think
Okay. By the way, interface, what do you mean by interface?
Bidirectional from a clinic, they can send us the requisition and then receive the results.
You have EMR integrations?
Yes, absolutely.
How does that work?
For that, interfaces are set up in a bridge, and I can show that to you by going
Do
to
you
a,
do it through the API or
what?
how do you do it? Do you have an API? Do you create a custom integration for each EMR or
Yes.
it's already defined?
No, we provide you the each interface discretely, and we provide you the bridge. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on, give me a second.
Show me the synergy interface.
No, I'm not going to show you that. It's a direct conflict, okay?
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
going to
didn't
show you.
expect-
I'm going to show you a lab which you don't even know.
All
And
right.
I'm not going to go inside their interface, what it is, This is our bridge
fine.
running. This is our bridge running. It's a small screen, but it can hold unlimited number of interfaces. This bridge keeps running 24/7. It keeps processing all the HL7 results and HL7 orders. And let me show you the screen where we set it up, all the interfaces. Okay. These are all the interfaces for this lab. This is a interface time. This is a MedGen. This is a Quest. This is a PDF interface. This is a Health Fusion. This is a patient care, iPatient care. This is a doctor.com. This is a Health Fusion again, Quest again, Health Fusion again for different doctors. Then
Just take us into one clinic. I just want to see how it works.
No, I'm not going to go to clinic. I cannot go to clinic. No.
Okay.
No, but my question is a little bit different, right?
Okay.
Practice Fusion is a EMR used by the doctor. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you look at the process every time, it's not a scalable one, right? You have to collect all the information from the EMR, and then you bring back, and then you enter it into the LIS system, right?
No.
If you have to direct,
No.
it's a manual process, right? Hear me out.
No. But first of all, let me explain. The practice, I thought I understand your question. The Practice Fusion is a unidirectional so far. And Health Fusion is a bidirectional. And in this system, every entry of Health Fusion is set up as a bidirectional interface. And when you have a bidirectional interface working in the bridge, then any order entered in the EMR comes to Prolis automatically.
No, I understand that. Let's snap out from the technology itself for a minute. I'm asking a question.
I'm sorry, you're breaking.
Question.
You're breaking. Say it again, please.
Tariq, like apart from the technology, I'm asking a process and a business question, right? But the ultimate goal that we would like to have happen is the LIS is directly integrated to the doctor's EMR. So we can pull in the information from the EMR, like patient name, demographic, all that information directly gets pulled into the LIS system.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying. If it's a bidirectional EMR, if the doctor enters any order, it comes to Prolis like this. Let me turn this on and go back to Prolis, and I show you where the information comes in.
Okay. So you do that by doctor's office or per EMR? What is your business model? Is it by doctor's office or by EMR?
No. Yeah. Okay. Let me explain it to you. We do by EMR.
Okay.
And then we keep adding the doctors to the EMR.
Okay. So how much are the charges to do that integration for EMR?
Well, can I give you the charges after this technical part, because this is being recorded, so I don't want to say any figures in the recording.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
So when the doctors enter any order in the, for example, any bidirectional EMR, they all come here in the, see this? These are all the orders from EMRs.
Okay.
They don't appear in Prolis unless you receive them here. For example, if you double click this one, it will say that they submit to you SST, Royal Blue. You check them by default. Everything is checked here. You see the check mark here. Then you receive it. Then it becomes a regular accession in Prolis without you entering the any information manually.
What's your direct number, Tariq?
732 407
So you're based out of New Jersey?
Yes.
73274?
No, 407
407
2545.
24.
No, 2545.
2545. Yeah, I'm in a hurry to run to the meeting. I'm going to have a more detailed discussion with you.
Okay.
On what we're trying to do on it. So, do you own this company or the product, or what's the deal?
Yes, I own it.
Okay. All right. And this is built on what? What platform is it using? What's the backend database?
SQL Server.
SQL Server.
Yeah.
It's a .NET app? Is it?
It is a .NET. Yes.
Okay. Do you have like a web version? Is it hosted in the cloud, or is it client server? Did you put it on the server? How does that work?
The application. This application is a client server. Our outreach is of course it's a web application.
Got it. And if let's say if we move forward on this one, how does the installation and training come?
We do the installation. Most of the installation is done remotely. The analyzer interfacing is done on premises, and we provide the training either remotely or on premises.
Okay. How many analyzers do you support today?
We have written the interfaces for more than 125 analyzers.
Okay. Okay. Good. So is Shimatsu 8040 supported? An instrument?
I don't know from the top of my head Shimatsu number, but Shimatsu, yes, we have. I remember Shimatsu was written somewhere in the past.
And I'm assuming for the chemistry analyzer AU640.
It is almost every second lab has it.
Right. But what about Carolina chemistry?
Which one?
720i. Carolina chemistry.
Carolina chemistry?
Yeah.
I think Carolina chemistry Prolis has been written, and that we had some problem with the Prolis system. I don't know their number exactly, but Carolina chemistry is not they are not real manufacturer. They import from Japan or some other country, and they are the distributor basically. And and they could not support us in the past for Prolis because they did not know themselves. So that was the only integration which was failed in Boston area. Rest of everything was successful so far because the manufacturer was not in the backside. They did not know the system themselves.
Really?
But I don't know if the 7, whatever the number you are saying, if it's a different analyzer or if the same analyzer which we had a problem with. But if it's the same or different, as long as the manufacturer supports it, we can write the interface, no problem.
Okay. And what about the DNA?
I don't know, for some reason you're breaking, Osman.
The autogenomics platform for DNA testing?
DNA testing is a little bit I would say strange in that way, because right now we have your neighboring lab, they are doing the same thing. But we offered them the interface, they did not agree to the price we asked them, so they are doing it manually. So if you could afford our technology for genomics, we will provide you the interface, otherwise you would have to deal with it manually.
What's the price?
That again, I would say I don't want to mention any number in the recording. I can right after I turn off the recording, then I can give you all the numbers. Excuse me. So if we are done technically, technically we are done, I could turn off the recording and we could talk the numbers. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's turn off